Before starting with the Python programming, let us have some look at the common topics like what is a program, what is a programming language, and what are the different types of programming languages.
This video is brought to you by Appy Pie Academy.
First, we will start with program. Now, what is a program? A program is a set of instructions given to the computer system in order to have some desired output. So when we write a program, we in fact give set of instructions to the computer system. Those instructions are processed, are executed by the computer system with the help of some softwares, and we end up getting the desired output. Now see, now we need some medium to write a program. So what is a programming language? It is a medium through which a programmer provides instructions to the computer system. That is, programmer interacts with the computer system through programming language. So the concept is very simple. If we want to convey instructions to the computer system, there ought to be some medium, and that medium is programming language. Like in routine life, if we want to interact with each other as human beings, we need a language. Similarly, in order to have an interaction with the computer system, what we are required to do is we are required to have a programming language. Now, as far as types of programming languages are concerned, basically there are three types of programming languages: machine language, assembly language, and high level language. So see, as far as machine language is concerned, this is nearest to the computer system. Now what I mean to say is, it is the lowest level programming language, that is directly understandable to the computer system without translation. So if you are going to write a program using a machine level language, what will happen is the instructions will be directly understandable to the computer system, and there won't be any requirement for the translation of your instructions into the computer language because they are already written in machine language. Now comes the turn of assembly language. In assembly languages, what happens is we use symbols, and these symbols are called mnemonics. They represent the various programming instructions. So there are some codes which are called mnemonics, and those mnemonics represent some programming instructions. Now, because mnemonics are being used, they will not be directly understandable to the computer machine. So assembler is required to convert an assembly language program into machine language, because as you know, the computer needs to have the program only in machine language, because only then it will be able to understand it. So assembler is sort of a translation software that will convert an assembly language program into machine code. Now, high level language. High level language, actually in this kind of language, the instructions are written using English like language, right? A translator software, interpreter or compiler is required to convert a high level program into machine code. Now the point is very simple, because high level languages, the programs written in high level languages, they are in English like language. Now as you know, the computer machine cannot understand the English language directly. So a translator is required to convert that English like language program into machine code, that is high level program into machine code. So such translator softwares are of two types: interpreters or compilers. Now see, is Python interpreter based or compiler based? A Python program is first compiled to get bytecodes. These bytecodes are then interpreted by a virtual machine software. Source code with extension .py is compiled into .pyc file. Now this pyc file is nothing else but this is the bytecodes. Now bytecodes, they can be understood by all the all the computer machines, even though they are using different platforms. These bytecodes are interpreted by C Python. So C Python is the main software which will be interpreting bytecodes, and subsequently they will be executed. So in a way we can say that Python uses both interpreters as well as compiler. So it's interpreter based as well as compiler based, because as I have explained, first the program is compiled, right, and after that it is interpreted by a virtual machine software.